Like, which is harder, F1 or rally?
Which drivers have the most skill?
Yeah, let's do that.
I've got a really solid opinion on this actually.
Come on, Josh. You know what? Okay, let's count down.
On 3, 2, 1, we're gonna both say which one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Who's saying 3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1. Rally.
Okay.
Yeah, we both agree.
I think there's no other option for that.
Not at all to discredit the F1 drivers that might be watching this podcast.
No, that's
you guys are really skilled. I'm not downplaying that at all. I could never do F1. I'm not that skilled.
Do you know we probably couldn't push down the brake pedal on an F1 car.
No, exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. It's physically really quite a demanding sport. Both of them are. But my point with rally is that rally requires more skill because the terrain changes. Bearing in mind, the weather can change. They have to make really quick split-second decisions. And also, if visibility is limited, they're relying on their old mate in the other seat.
Which I don't get.
The co-driver. There's lots of stuff that they have to learn.
You're doing multiple things at one time.
Multiple inputs.
You're driving
gears.
Like, gears.
F1 drivers have gears, but it's sequential, isn't it? Yeah.
But like with rally, the amount of... Because obviously F1, you've got low reaction time. But in rally, I think it's even lower. Because you're literally driving down a little B road. And you've got to be doing this, fully focused on the road in front of you, while also listening to the guy next to you telling you what turn's coming up.
The thing that you've got to consider as well is that F1 is a consistency game. There's the same line that they must take to get the best lap time possible. Rally, if someone goes off on a corner and they damage part of the circuit, or the stage, I think it's called.
I think it is, yeah.
Then the drivers after that driver are going to have to change their approach, if they've got an approach at all, to then accommodate with that change of circumstance. I just think that requires more skill and more thinking on the spot, on both the drivers and the co-drivers' part. And it's not at all discrediting the likes of George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris. I've just listed all British drivers, but they're very skilled athletes in their own right. But in my opinion, controversially so, rally drivers are more skilled.
What it comes down to, I think a rally driver could do pretty good on F1, but an F1 driver wouldn't do as great in rally.
I agree. Yeah,
there's a lot more things to learn in rally. I mean, F1 drivers would understand it because it's a lot of getting the car to go out of control to go around a corner. Mm-hmm. There's
counter steer.
I mean, that's an obvious thing. What's it called? There's it's called brake, but you obviously brake in to get the car to slide out, and it's got a name.
To push the back end out, left foot braking.
No, there's an actual technique which rally drivers use a lot with the brakes, which is how you get the car to drift out, which is how they go around corners.
Brake boosting?
No, I don't know what it's called.
I don't know, but
anyway, there's a lot of techniques and there's a lot of things, and I think rally is a lot harder than F1, especially if you've seen the Group B stages, like back in the day. The golden era for fucking F1 rally. It's actually insane, especially with all the crowds on either side as well.
Worth saying though, F1 drivers do undergo a lot more G-force than rally drivers do.
100%.
A lot more G-force, and that is something to consider. But I think a point that goes in rally drivers' favour is that rally cars can withstand a lot more damage.
Oh yeah.
But that does mean that rally drivers often drive their cars with stuff hanging off or stuff not working as it usually does. So then they have to adapt their approach and their driving style to accommodate for their car. F1 drivers, their front wing breaks, and they're out of the race. They're done. Do you know what I mean? I feel like rally drivers really have to put up with a lot more shit than F1 drivers do.
But to be fair, F1 cars are the amount of money that goes into these cars, and they are feats of engineering. To go around a corner full throttle at 200 mile per hour, and the car
there's a lot of money in rally though as well.
There's a lot of money, but not
not as much money, but there is a lot of money in that.
I think an F1 suspension would cost more than the whole of a rally car. I think F1 suspension. It's $1 million to $2 million for an F1 suspension. It's something stupid.
There's a lot of money in WRC though.
Yeah, but F1 has more money in it than rally, and that's not even a question.
I think we can make points for both, but I think overall we both think that rally drivers are a little bit more skilled than F1 drivers.
Yeah, I'll go a little bit
It's
more.
hard. It's hard to say, but yeah.
I think it goes back to the point. Rally drivers could do F1 quite well. F1 drivers wouldn't have to do rally quite well. And I think that's that on that. If you have anything to say about that, come and fight me.
It's worth noting as well, though, what do we know about F1 driving? Or we're just kind of making an insight on it. We don't actually know what that's
but also,